Jesus walks out of the tomb, leaves the burial cloths, and there's something that we could only realize with science now is that he also left an image on those cloths. Yeah. And so when studying the Shroud of Turin, this image of a crucified man who has been scourged, who has worn a crown of thorns, appears in this image that we can only discover now with modern technology. Mm-hmm. And no technology of that time could have produced such an image on these burial cloths. And my favorite part of it is that the amount of energy and power that must have been put into this burial cloth to create this image and to imprint it on it is something like a nuclear blast. And so we're talking about the resurrection of Jesus's body produces like a nuclear blast of energy, imprints the image on this cloth. And what is the image of? Of some perfect man who has no wounds? No, it's Jesus with the wounds. And so even the power of a nuclear blast resurrection doesn't get rid of the wounds that we were just talking about that Jesus brings into the church with him.
And what you just said is talking about that moment of the resurrection where literally the energy of life is brought back into his body, shocking him into life again. This is incredible. Science and faith collide in an incredibly profound way. And so often people think that my faith and my science, they aren't compatible, but actually every single day, what the church teaches is confirmed by science. God's existence is confirmed by science, but we don't dig. We don't ponder in that way. And yet we have two cloths, the Shroud of Turin and the Sudarium, that prove this. So the Shroud of Turin, there are blood stains, there are sweat stains, front and back. So here's the deal. The Shroud of Turin, if you think about it, if you were to lay down on top of a big white sheet, and then that sheet were to be folded up and over the top of your head and back over down toward your toes, this is how it was. So we have a front and back image of Christ.